Uh, I'm doing good. I didn't feel like climbing upstairs to stream tonight because my foot's not feeling, 110%, but it's there. So I did get an IV today. I don't know if you guys can see the IV poles, and they tried to go through my hand, and my skin is so thick they could not get through the skin. So that didn't work out like they had hoped. I need to shave. I look burly. So I didn't really come on here to do much. Like I said, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I was planning on streaming tonight. I was planning on playing some Dead by Daylight with Bombay, but that's not going to work out. So uh, especially with the foot feeling the way it was. So kind of stuck. Yeah, kind of stuck. So ay 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 ay, kind of stuck. But I just wanted to hop on and say hi really quick. Let everybody know I'm alive. Hopefully this foot gets better. Hopefully I start feeling better because I'm no just having yeah. So it was funny because this started on a Thursday night. My foot was hurting Thursday. It was hurting a little bit, and then Friday morning, whenever I woke up, it was a little red. And then by Friday night, it was swollen and red. And then by Saturday, it was very swollen and red and hot to the touch. And then by Sunday, it was very swollen, red, hot to the touch. A Saturday evening and Saturday night, I had chills. And then Sunday, I was, yeah. Sunday, I went up and took a bath in some hot water, and it made something come to the surface that looked like just a ball of blood. Is what it looked like at first. And then I guess this morning, whenever I woke up, I was having pain, and I was going to the wound clinic because I was worried about my right foot getting infected. When my left foot just was like, nah, hold my beer, and I'll show you how to get infected. And I went up today to have them check my right foot, and whenever I went into the room to have them check the right foot, I took the shoe off the left foot, and I had a bandage on it. And the bandage, and disclaimer, this is going to be disgusting. The bandage was actually peeled up a little bit because there was so much pus under an infection under the bandage. Hi, everybody! There was so much like pus and stuff under there that it actually like it lifted the bandage up. I'm doing good. I'm doing as good as I can. I'm doing as good as I can. Doing as good as I can. I was actually just getting on here to let everybody know that I had I went to the hospital today because I have an infection in my foot. Show you out. What does that mean? What does that mean? I could be like, hello, thumbs up. Hi there. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi, Mark. There's a little bit of love. Oh, so that means share. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a little look. I'll give your page a little, your YouTube page a look. But my girlfriend. Um, I'm trying to feel better. I'm not lying. I'm trying to feel better. Trying to get a little bit better. It's starting to feel better. But anyway, so more to this story. Um, I went into this wound clinic, and whenever I went in, the wound doctor was like, "No, we're not gonna. Not tonight. Wednesday. Wednesday, I am going to play. I'm hoping. Please don't like, Jack. Don't mark this in completely. I want to play the headliners. I have Bombay, Tukey, and and another one of my friend Duxie. We're planning on hopefully playing the headliners. Hopefully, Hopefully, if I'm feeling better. I'm hoping the antibiotics they have me on will knock this stuff out, and I'll be able to actually like, I'll be able to, function again. But yeah, hopefully Wednesday. Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time, we're gonna play the headliners. I played it. So really interesting story. I played it and recorded it last week. Stupid me, I have been adding sound effects to my microphone through Elgato, and they have a Pip Boy sound effect that has a whole bunch of stuff from Fallout. And I was like, this is really cool and badass. And then I realized it was on the whole video. You could barely hear me the whole time because it really lowers your audio, so you can barely hear like me talking throughout the whole video. It just sounds like I'm talking to myself for the longest time. So I had to scrap the video and I couldn't upload it, which sucks. So, but I'm working on it. We'll I'd rather do it live anyway. You guys can get my live reaction. I like uploading. Don't get me wrong, but I think live is so much better. And I like playing games for the first time live without playing them before, because I think that gives you guys my real reaction and not just some like cheesed out reaction that I'm giving you to try to, get views for uploads. Like that's my big takeaway from everything. Like I always feel like if I know if I know the game and I know the outcome and I know how it works, I always feel like I'm giving you guys like a little bit of like an acting side and not really just like straight Gerg. And I hate doing that. I think it cheapens. I think it cheapens video gaming. I don't know why, because I've always been a live streamer, so I think live streaming really gives you guys the. It does. So the other thing it does is it keeps me focused. Whenever I play video games and talk to people, it keeps me focused. I always wanted to be like a radio DJ, but I realized that I probably would have been bored out of my gourd. Like at least having a live chat and having people talking is better, because I can feed off your guys' comments and vibes and run with it. That's the thing that I love about live streaming. So, plus I'm not like trying to make up some kind of conversation. Like I'm like, oh, here's the weather map, and the weather in your area. So that's the other thing. If you come into chats, like if you have like games or like movies or music or something like that you guys like to chat about with me, because like I'm a big horror fan, and whatever I know, like I'll talk about. Like I have a vast knowledge of ridiculously like 80s, 90s knowledge for no bloody reason. But I can't remember to tie my shoe in the morning. So, yep, I am that kind of age. But, yeah, so if you rewatch this video later, or if you're watching now, they took me to the ER. I got an IV, got some medication. The bad thing about it is I don't really feel bad. It sucks. I have an infection in my foot and I don't feel bad. I just don't feel bad. Like I don't feel really bad. Like I don't know. Had chills for a couple of days. That's about it. It's the only signs I had. I'm not sick. Just I don't know. It's weird. I've had a cough. I've had a cough. White Wolf. How's it go, buddy? How's it go, buddy? It should. Hopefully. Man, they have me on. What is it? What is it? What is it that they have me on? They have me on clindamycin. I have to take 7 days of clindamycin, and I got my my IV clindamycin, so it's starting to feel a little bit better already. Like it's so weird. My foot just doesn't have feeling right now at all. It doesn't even feel like it's attached. It just I don't even know how to explain that. It just feels weird. For your tooth pain, gotcha. Probably a good one to go with. I'll find out tomorrow. They took a swab. The nurse was amazing. I've been up there a couple times whenever she's been on, and she's really awesome. And she's like, I'm just gonna take like a swab of the outside, some of the stuff that's on the outside. And I was like, nah, just put the thing inside of it. She's just like digging. And she's like, this will really help with it. I was like, you go crazy. Just do what you need. I I don't have I don't know. Um with charcuterie tooth, I my sensation there's somebody posting good stuff. My sensation used to be like overly like bad. Like and it usually is. Like so whenever something starts, so whenever like an infection starts for me, it'll be terrible to walk on it. But then after the infection like is like finally popped or whatever what happens, it starts to feel a little bit better. And that's it's feeling better right now. Right now I really honestly feel like I don't have a foot, which is really weird. Amar, how's it going? Good morning, good morning. Well, to me, night. It is what time is it here right now? It is 8:54 p.m. Eastern time. But it I don't know. Like it I don't know. Plus I have with charcuterie tooth I have 90-degree turning feet, both of them inward. So I walk on my ankle bone and stuff, so that's pretty much all just like kind of whatever anymore. And I take a lot of ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is my best friend. 7:25 a.m. Welcome to the good mornings. Welcome to the good mornings. 7:25 a.m. You know I'm not even up at that time. 8 a.m. 8 a.m. is about the time that I can get up anymore. I don't know why. Ugh. I need a shave, guys. This is getting ridiculous. Oh yeah, hey Bobby, what's up, buddy? I got you. I know who you are. I have not played Monster Hunter. I really want to get it. I don't have any money. I really want to get the new Monster Hunter and play it. I don't have any money. Um, I don't know if anybody else has been cursed with this. I don't know if anybody got electric bills this month or last month, but my electric bill went up $400. That's an on my list thing. So if somebody donates it, I'll be playing it quick. So but yeah, I've been wanting to play Monster Hunter. I saw somebody like yeah, my electric bill is eight. So my electric bill is $837, $835. Bastards. I look like a professional. Maybe. I've always had facial hair and a beard. I can tell you that much. I don't think I've ever. I don't think there's ever been a time I haven't had like facial hair. $70. Wow, dude, is it $70? Wow. Okay. Well, I will. Yeah, I'll get around to that sometime. Probably later in the year. Extension cord from the neighbor's house. I will. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I actually like my neighbors. I that's another thing. I live in a place where I love my neighbors. So like that way, uh really cool neighbor. They have some kids they adopt and stuff and take care of. This way, she's an ex-nurse and just an amazing lady. That way is my fiance Tanya's brother's house. So I don't really have. And then my daughter Sarah is living in the apartment. Well, it's not really an apartment. It's like a in-law suite thing we have on the area. Amar, have a good day, man. Have a good day. um, they won't mind. Just run that extension cord. Take some of that electricity. Yeah, I know. I haven't played. Man, I don't even know what Monster Hunter I played last. I have no idea which Monster Hunter I played last. I was trying to think of this whenever we were talking about Wilds. I can't remember the last one I played. I had one for PSP that I loved. That's been a while, dude. It's been a little bit. It's been a couple days. It's been a couple days. I'm gonna stay on for a couple more minutes. I just wanted to give you guys some kind of video because I felt bad that I just I don't want to. I don't want to climb stairs. I don't want to say it doesn't hurt. Um, I have. It is hurting, but in a different sense. Like it's so weird. After I've been on it for a little bit, like I guess the swelling finally gets to me. The thing I noticed the last couple of days really funny that gave away that I had an infection is my toes. The infection was in my toes, and my toes were swelling. And I don't know if you guys have ever had swollen toes. That feeling sucks so bad. Like it just it hurts. It is a god awful feeling to have your toes swelling. It's not fun at all, and it just doesn't feel good at all. It's so bad. I don't even know how to explain it. It just they're they're okay, and then like it's just pain, and then they go numb, and it's just pain. So I was worried about my right foot so much that I let my left one get bad. Right? So yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's like it just sucks. See, I can take holes in the side of my feet. I'm used to that. But dude, messing with my toes, like it's just I'm done. It sucks. I got new shoes. They made them short and it just pushes and rubs on the tip of my toes. Dude, that sucked. That is the worst feeling in the world. It's just horrible. Like I can deal with stuff, but not that. I can't deal with that. We'll do more of these, by the way. If you guys like this just kind of interacting, we'll do this more often. Like I kind of just like to sit and chill sometimes and not always play video games. I'm that kind of person. I don't know if you guys knew this. If you scour my YouTube page under podcasts, I actually have a podcast that I made. It's a paranormal podcast. It's called Frequency 83. It's a character that I made up that gets a special ability that he can help ghosts. He can see them, interact with them, and talk to them. And he actually takes it on as like an honor to like help them move on. And I've done like 11 episodes. Maybe that's wrong. 8, something like that. And I play a lot into like, so in the realm that I'm in right now, like in the way that I do it, everything is a ghost. There's no like, I don't have like demons and stuff like that. It's a ghost. So everything's like a different type. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like the ghost demon, the type of ghost demon. Everything is like based on like paranormal ghost things. Even like there's elder ghosts in the stuff. So at one point in time, I meet Sam Hain, and then I meet Mother Nature, and then I'm trying to think of the others that have helped me. That helped me. I had a really cool idea for a Christmas one that I haven't written yet, and I want to get it done. And it would be Father Time, and like the ghost of Saint Nicholas, which is kind of weird and an interesting concept. And then there's the Lady in Black, who is the protagonist. I haven't seen. I haven't technically seen any ghosts. Um, I I've stayed with a couple friends before who have had like houses that were haunted, I guess is what you would say, and have had some weird sounds. The weirdest place I've ever been is my cousin and her husband lived in an apartment above an old funeral home. That place was freaky. Or maybe that funeral home was still in use. I can't remember. That place is freaky. And there was like in the middle of the night, like their toilets would flush and weird shit would happen for just no reason. And as I was a kid, and it legitly just made me like not want to be in that situation. So my dad and my mom went to the Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia. You get some vibes from that place. If you guys are big ghost hunters, like doing that stuff, check out that place. if you haven't been there yet. That place has got some stuff going on. Yeah, it's bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was really bad. Like I didn't believe in that stuff at first, but then like whenever that toilet flushed that night and everybody was sleeping, I about had it. I about had it. I was done. I was out. I was gone. I don't think I stayed there anymore after that, actually, to tell you the truth. I was done. So my bravery doesn't come like that. So if somebody pulled a gun on like one of my family members, I'd probably try to wrestle it from the person or stand in front of them. I'm not gonna wait for Ghost. I'm good. Yeah, I know. At least that's all that was happening. Trust me. At least that's all that was happening. I'm glad they were just peeing or whatever. Richard, what's up, buddy? How's it going, man? How's it going, Richard? The other thing I have is a little bit of cough, and I can't get my throat clear. That's the other little signs of infection I had. The antibiotics are killing my stomach. It's good to see you too, man. I'm alive. I'm good. I'm alive. A little foot infection isn't going to take me down. It's going to have to be something big. It's going to have to be something big. I was telling them, Richard, Wednesday, Bombay is going to join me. Hopefully Duxie and Tukey, and we're going to play some the headliners. We're going to play the headliners. I'm going to stay on for like 3 more minutes. But if you guys want to do this more often, please let me know. There's even like little polls and stuff I could do on this. I wish I could give people like access to. I wish I could like give people to help me on these. That'd be kind of cool. Let people do like polls and stuff. That'd be badass. Because I think I can do like polls and a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, so I also McFarlane has a run of 1989 Batman, and I bought one. I'm trying to like, if I'm upstairs Wednesday, I'll unbox it and show everybody. It looks really cool. Looks really cool. Like I was all excited. So that means I have the 1966 Adam West. I haven't opened that either. I might open that with you guys too. And I have the 1989. And then I have the one where it's the one where it's the Joker. It's either the Joker has infected everybody and Batman's like infected by the Joker, or the Joker is Batman. I can't remember which one it is. I have that one too, and I haven't opened it. And I thought that would be a little cool thing we could do. So maybe one of these videos, like whenever I'm upstairs instead of stream like a game, I'll just legitimately unbox those things. Because nobody in my house is gonna like be like, oh yeah, we're gonna collect those for the rest of your life. So I hate whenever we get to that like point in life where we're like, oh no, I gotta collect things. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a super shredder on my desk. I'm just gonna have Batman and Shredder fight it out. I might be almost 42. My kid's side never left. It's just how it is. So my kid's side never left. So up on my desk, I have representations of everything that I loved as a child, basically is what I can tell you. So like I have behind me, as you can see sometimes behind me streaming, I have like, there's like a handheld version of Oregon Trail, which I used to love playing as a kid. There's some Michael Myers stuff back there because I was a huge Halloween fanatic. There is like Bob Ross stuff because every time I was sick, I still do this, which is really funny. Whenever I'm not feeling good, I'll watch Bob Ross on Twitch all the time because I love Bob Ross. Martial arts stuff, hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. Did anybody was anybody a big fan of Mask? Do you guys remember what Mask was? It was the cartoon show. Does anybody remember Mask? Jean-Claude Van Damme was the Bob, dude. You remember Mask? Okay, there's a new toy line coming out that's the redos, like what do they call them? whenever they come back out with the toy line again, they're remastering the Mask toy line. Bob Ross is Bob Ross is a jam and a half, dude. Yeah. They announced it this week at the Toy Fair thing. They have I don't remember names of characters, so I'm gonna butcher this and just tell you. So they have the truck, they have the car that had the wings, which I thought the Mustang or whatever, which I thought was pimp as shit. They have the dude that did the green bike that had the helicopter blades, and then they have the bad guy. And I can't remember his name. And what was he in? I can't remember, but they have those four. I just saw those. I was like, holy shit, my childhood. What else did I see that I thought you guys? Yeah, I know. Seriously, good. You can if you look on YouTube, you can still find episodes of Mask. Yeah, it's M.A.S.K. Mobile Assault. What did Mask stand for? Can somebody look that up? I can't remember what Mask stood for. But it's definitely, yeah. I had a moment whenever I saw him. The other thing is, if you guys haven't seen do you remember the old, trying to think of the guy that made Halloween costumes in like the 60s, was the 60s, 70s, and 80s? It was like the plastic masks with like the plastic outfits. NECA has the toy line out. They are reproducing line 1 and 2, which was a lot of the Universal monsters. So if you were like a fan of like Frankenstein or Dracula and those costumes, you didn't get one, they're coming out. So get ready for them. And then they have new ones. And a couple of the new ones are really cool looking. And I'm trying to think of what all was on there. Dude, I watched NECA's whole thing. And I was like childhood, like going crazy. The other thing is they're coming out with an Ultimate Halloween 6 action figure. So Mikey from 6, and it looks cool. They even have like the green goopy mask that gets knocked off of him. And they have the Strode Realty sign that has the Michael Myers thing that you can actually hook onto it. It looks crazy as shit. What else did they have coming out? They have new Beetlejuice stuff coming out, which is kind of cool. They even have like accessories for the original that like includes like the wedding scene. So you get like the chimney and the fireplace and the guy that comes out that does the ceremony, and it's really crazy the way they do stuff. Trying to think of what else they did. If you guys are fans of Alien, they recasted and redid the Alien from the original Aliens movie, and it's screen accurate, and it looks pimp. It looks so pimp. What else was I watching? Trying to think of what else they were showing. I sent it to Dad because whenever I watched it, like I had some kind of like nerdgasm. It was like, Dad, you gotta look at this. This is cool. Trying to think of what else they had. They are coming out with, if anybody that's a big fan of Jaws, they're coming out with Bruce. It's a game. It's basically like Operation. And you are taking a harpoon and taking stuff out of its mouth, and it will grab it. Like it'll collapse down on the harpoon. So it's like a game of trying to collect stuff out of its mouth before it grabs down. That was pimp. That thing, and it's a like legit screen accurate Bruce too. It looks so good. I don't even want to play the game with it. I just want to have it so I can just be like, oh my God, this is the shark that made me afraid of the water. Trying to think of what else was in that. I can't remember what else was in that. There was so much stuff. I love Jaws. And they also came out with, if you're a big fan of Jaws, they're coming out with the ultimate editions of Hooper and Quint. And they have removable jackets. Quint has a can of beer. Hooper has his duffel bag that he has. And then they have another version of Hooper coming out where he's in his wetsuit. So that was kind of cool. What else? What else was on that? I'm trying to remember everything because there was so much stuff. I have. Which ones? Which ones you talking about? Um, we going way back. I played some of the Knights of the Old Republic. I've played a lot of Lego. I've even played like the Super Star Wars, crap. The Phantom Menace, whatever it came out for PlayStation or whatever. That was my jam for a while. Um, yeah, I sucked at Super Star Wars, by the way. The new ones. Was it? I played. I played. Oh God, what is the? That's terrible. I can't think of the name of it. I just got the one free through either Epic or through Amazon Prime Games. What is the name? What is the name of that series? That's terrible. Not Outlaws. It was the one before that. It was part two of the series. I'm trying to think of what it was called. Outcast? Was it? No. I just saw it like 2 or 3 days ago, and I can't remember it. What is that called? I can't look. Oh yes, I can. Hold on. I have a laptop behind me. What the hell am I doing? Hold on. Oh, dude, Battlefront's the bomb, by the way. I listen. If you look back in the annals of Gerg, there is actually a video, I think in my extras, where my friend Dub and I made a lot of people angry in the original Battlefront. Well, the EA Battlefront that came out, so the remake of Battlefront, because there was Battlefront 1, 2, and 3, and I love those games. And then EA made Battlefront, and then Battlefront 2. The EA Battlefront, the first one, we were like making you could make the sound, and we just did it in this cage, and people just got so pissed. Like everybody in chat's like, "Why aren't you guys being more serious? What is your problems?" And it's legitimately just us like up there doing that. Fallen Order. I just got Fallen Order free. Yeah. Because honestly, like, I'm not good at first person shooters. So I take the approach of if I'm not good at something, I'm just going to be funny at it. And that's what I do. That's how I play video games. So like, whenever we found out you could get into the cages in the Ewoks caves, and like you could make that shocking sound. Yeah, I didn't like Battlefront. Are you talking about the Fallen Order? Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't a big hit. The second one didn't. I don't know why. The second one didn't pull a lot of love. I don't know what they did wrong with it though. I didn't even look at it. I hadn't even checked it out. What was the problem with that? What was the problem with that game? Because it didn't get any of the love. And I know a lot of people said that it wasn't as good as the first one. I've played the first one, I just haven't played the second one. So maybe I need to play the second one and maybe I'll feel it. Maybe I'll understand. Dude, I'm a big fan of Lego Star Wars too, just because it's so zany. Like, I love any of the Lego games just because they're absolutely zany. What's the online one? I've played it too. Tuki's really into that game, and he got me into it for a little while. I can't think of what that's called. What's that called? It Survivor. Was Jedi Survivor the first one? Is that what it was? The Skywalker Saga was really good. Somewhat recently, I think it was. I think it was Prime. Prime Games gave away a bunch of stuff. I think it was Prime. It was either that or Epic. But if you're a PC player, check Epic. Epic gives away a lot of stuff, and especially on holidays, they give a lot of good games away. And if you're never going to play them, just grab them, just because it's free games. Uh, Prime Gaming does the same. If you could put down the $99 a year or whatever it is, $150 a year, they give you like massive games. Because with Epic giving free and like uh Prime Gaming giving games, like I have tons of games. What did Prime? Hold on. What was Prime Gaming's games this time? Give me a second. I'm looking it up. You guys might hear me talking because I think I brought it up to myself. We're gonna multi-stream again, guys and girls. Yeah, hear that?
Can you just stand here?
We're gonna multi-stream again. Because I'm trying to figure out algorithms. I'm playing heavy with algorithms on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm trying to figure out something. They just gave, so recently I got Wolfenstein, Youngblood, Colt Canyon, El Hijo, all the Fallouts, Jackbox Party 3, Deus Ex, Human Revolution, Director's Cut. It's some games that look crazy, like Yes Your Grace, Redemption Reaper, and Night Reverie. And then they gave out like BioShock, all the BioShock games. It was crazy. They're free. Epic gives away free. They have 2 free games a month. Whenever they do like Halloween and Christmas, they'll give away like 4. Steam has some good free games, and then if you do Amazon Prime, they also have free games. And you can also get a free Prime sub. So, but I just wanted to let everybody know, if you guys see me streaming on Twitch at the same time, I'm trying to figure out YouTube's algorithms. There's a way to figure them out, and I'm learning. I'm very much learning. So, Undisputed, not that I know of. Not that I know of. Hold on, let me see. Undisputed? Hold on. No, I haven't. I haven't played Undisputed. What is that? Is it boxing? Oh my god, I haven't played a boxing game in so long. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're probably gonna laugh. I think the last boxing game I played was Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's not true. I played a demo in something. I played a demo. You guys were around for the PlayStation 1 day? I mean, 1 days, right? PlayStation 1 days and PlayStation 2s. Do you remember the demo discs that you could get? Like you could get free. Free's a weird word. But if you bought like Game Informer or something like that, they would come with like demo discs. Yeah, I played a shit ton of those discs. Oh, I ever played on PC? Oh man, I got into PC. What was the first game I played on PC? Old apples. Can we include that? Because Oregon Trail and G.I. Joe would probably be some of the first, like, Apple II? Was it Apple II games? I played. And I think that my actual, like, Windows PC game, the first game I played was The Sims. That's not true. Redneck Rampage. I think Redneck Rampage was one of my first, like, real, I would say, shooters. Man, there's other stuff in there. There's other stuff in there probably. Because I played Redneck Rampage. I'm trying to think of what else I played on PC. Because there was other stuff like, like you could get demo discs for that too. So like Bejeweled and shit like that. But like games that I remember I remember actually beating Redneck Rampage. Oh god, Leisure Suit Larry was the bomb, dude. And I also remember beating because Redneck Rampage had 3 games, I think. And then I played Deer Hunter. And then I played Deer Hunter 2, and I think Deer Hunter's Revenge, which is where you're being hunted by the deer. It's amazing. You're actually the deer hunting, I think, if I'm right. Um, yeah. And then, of course, a friend of mine's like, hey, you should play this really cool game. It's called The Sims. And I played that game a little bit, and then he's like, hey, if you take the ladders out of the pool, so they'll die. And yeah, it was like a deer hunting you. It was like Deer Hunter 3 or Deer Hunter's Revenge. Something crazy. It was you're the deer, but it was like opposite. You're hunting people. You're hunting the deer hunters. Yeah, you could human call. I don't remember what it was called. It was it was like Deer Hunter's Revenge or something. So weird. Redneck Rampage was whew. That was the that was one of the few games that I remember you could get a reward entitled Chicken Fucker. Yep. That's it. Redneck Rampage. Oh yeah, yeah. I had a friend whose mom sold computers. I'm Nick, and I have a pizza. Yeah, it was something weird like that. I had a friend whose mom ran a computer shop, and like whenever games would come out, he'd be like, "Come down and check this out," and he would let me borrow the games, like, and then they would resell them. So that's where I got some games to play. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Dude, I played a buttload of Mortal Kombat arcade and Turtles arcade that I can remember as a kid. We didn't have one close for the longest time. We had to go to the mall, which was in LaVale, and that was what like an hour and a half away from us, I think. So we would have to go to that, and they had an arcade. And if I'm looking at Pep, he's over that way. And they did bring in arcades finally into Petersburg. That was whenever I was older. One of them got shut down. It was called the Dungeon. It got shut down because at night they would close the doors and were apparently letting kids like do drugs and possibly fornicate, have sex in the building. And then there was another one called Main Street Teens, and that place was really cool. But apparently, the drugs and the stuff also happened at that place outside the building, and they both got shut down basically for the same stuff. So, yeah, yeah. Steam has some of the arcade games, the TMNT arcade games. They just came out with a Rita Repulsa Power Rangers game. That's like that kind of takes you back to the old Power Rangers show. So it was the '90s, definitely the '90s, definitely the '90s. It was probably mid to late '90s. The other one was probably it was probably mid to late '90s because I graduated in 2002, so it was probably mid to late '90s, I would say. The dungeon was in the basement. It was in the basement under a video store. It was hysterical. So, dude, I don't even want to. I played with Power Rangers action. I still I still to this day wish I had. So I never got the original Power Ranger Zords. I never got the original. Say everybody say hi to Connor. I never got the original Power Ranger Zords like from the original series, But I got the movie Zords, and I also got Thunder. Dino Thunder? Was it Dino Thunder? It was the they had the Thunder Dragon Zord and stuff like that. I got that set. I was a big, huge fan of the Green Ranger and Tommy, of course, because everybody was. I actually got the haircut like Tommy. I got an undercut, so um, I got like I was a big White Ranger fan. I so badly always wanted a Tiger Zord. My neighbor had the Tiger Zord, and I did contemplate one time how I could steal that, but I wouldn't have done it because I was too good of a kid. My father would have probably kicked my ass. Yeah, the music in it was fantastic. People need to watch it just for the music. White Ranger Tiger Power, White Ranger Tiger Power, White or that or like uh what was it just the music. Go go Power Rangers. Down 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 go go Power Rangers. How does that go? They've got a power and a force like you've never seen before. No one can ever bring them down. Their power lies on their sides. And then, yeah. Man, I could nostalgia out for hours about that shit. It's insane. And I definitely knew about Kimberly. I was a big, was it Trini? I was a big Trini fan. I was a big old Trini fan. But I got my first undercut because of Tommy, like because of the White Ranger, Green Ranger. So, the hairstylist that I went to, I love her to death. Her name's Bonnie. She thought I wanted a Metallica one at one point in time, so she gave me a straight undercut. So if you don't know what an undercut is, it's where they lift your hair up, they shave all the hair underneath, and then the taller hair goes over. Metallica did almost bald underneath, like it was very not trying to be inappropriate, but it was very skinheadish. Tommy had like kind of a low clip hair. It was more like a spiked. And Oof. The only thing that I remember is whenever I got my first undercut, I couldn't stand my hair rubbing my head. So I had to go to the Tommy style because I just could not stand it. Man, I have hair growing back. Like if I could pull it off, I legitly would do that hairstyle again. I loved it. It was so nice. I loved it. It was so nice. It wasn't nice to wash, but it was just relaxing. I should do that again, but I'm not gonna lie to you. So okay, so in my family there's a curse. We call it the Woods because it's Wood's last name, forehead. And what it starts to do is it starts to eat your hairline. And as you can see, my hairline is being eaten by my forehead. That is called the Woods curse in my family. So everybody in the Woods family, usually way before this, starts to get this like hairline. So I don't know. Like I'm never gonna take time to get like hair implants or anything. Like it's starting to go back. I don't know if I could do long hair because of it, but yeah. Eh, maybe one of these days. But yeah, it's called the Woods hairline. The Woods curse is what we always called it. So my grandfather was completely bald. My cousin was completely bald. Like they just couldn't grow hair. So my brother, I blame it more on the fact that he wore a hat constantly because you know how you can get hat baldness. But he also has a little bit of the suffering of the Woods curse. Um, my dad has my dad's 69. I know it's funny. My dad's 69 on the 17th. He's a leprechaun. He still has a pretty full set of hair. So normal balding in the back a little bit and a little bit up front, but he has a pretty full set of hair. So hopefully I got more of those genes. But my mother gave me the Woods family genes of forehead. So, all right, I just realized it's 50 minutes, guys. All right, so it's 9:34. I'm gonna call it. I gotta go. I will try to. I'll try to do these more often if you guys like. If you guys like to do this, I wouldn't be afraid of anything. Don't be afraid of widow's peaks, man. It's fine. Don't worry about that shit. Hair's just hair, dude. Hair is hair. Hair's hair. If this ever got bad, I would legitimately just shave it all off, go bald, and just rock some kind of beard. It's my plan. So this is starting to thin. Like, it is what it is. Because seriously, like, the only in life. So I'll leave you with this little gem, and then I'll call it. Okay. In life, the hardest critic in your life will be you. Like the hardest critic. You'll be the one that stops yourself from shaving your hair off. You'll be the one that stops yourself from singing, from doing anything. Like, you are your hardest critic. But the thing is, our brain makes us that way. It just does. It's just built in. Like, as humans, we have to be critical of ourselves. The way people see you usually is not based on any of that anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, normally it's based on, like, human interaction is based on how people interact, period. So, like, through, like, words expressed or actions or something like that. This stuff is just stuff we hold on to. That's all it is. It's nothing of importance. So it has no play in, like, your life. So I have crooked teeth because I was in a car wreck. For the longest time, I was told that this would stop me from ever doing anything online because my teeth are crooked on the bottom. I have seen people who stream that are online who have tons of people watching them who have the same thing with same accidents. And it's just how it is. So, yeah, I don't ever base anything on that. Like, if you're not comfortable with your hair, change it up or just shave it. Like, honestly, my friend, my brother Germ, he had in high school he started getting the monk. Like, so it was like all the way down through here, it was just bald, and then finally, like, he just lost most of it. And I told him, I was like, dude, you might as well just shave it. Just shave it off and go with it. He's never been happier. Like, he's shaved it for the last, like, so many years that I can remember, and he's absolutely loved it ever since. So, yeah, if people base you on that shit, then they're not important enough to be around. It's just like accent or speech. Like, if people base you on that, they're not. I would rather base people on, like, their actions, like the way they interact with you, and stuff like that, more than I would, like, like petty things like hair and just anything like that. It's just not worth it. As a human being, you're never going to find anybody. You're never going to find really good people that are fun to be around if you base shit like that. So, like, and I was always the kid in high school that, in high school we had, everybody went through high school. So we had divisions. So there was, like, jocks, heads, so weed smokers. And then you had rich, like, preppy kids. And you had blah, blah, blah. I was right in the dead center. So I talked with everybody. I was always a part of everybody. Just because of the fact that I found out that in every one of those groups, there was so many people that had such ingenious things going on and just so many cool people. Just anything. You always had that one friend. I loved it because, like, I always had that one friend that could throw a football further than any of my other friends. But then I had that one dude that legitimately could walk into a room, look at 12 items on a stand, and make a bong from them and just be happy about it. And that was the good days. So, if you had the MacGyver bong creator, like, coming in. So, it was fantastic. So, then you had those one friends that had the hookup, and they always would invite you to to like big parties and stuff. It was fantastic. Staying right on that edge was awesome. I had a friend one time, dude. I had a friend one time. I didn't. It's weird because I didn't really smoke weed whenever I was a kid. I didn't drink whenever I was a kid. It was really weird. I was just kind of like everybody thought that I did, which is even funnier. But I never did. But I had a ton of friends who smoked weed, and one of them, dude, that kid could just walk into a room and be like, "Hey, are you using that?" And I'm like, "Nah." And just within like a 10-minute time period, it would be turned into some kind of smoking device. Like he could turn anything into a bong. Like it was insane. I was like, "Damn, dude, this kid's just crazy." If he put this power to use one day, the things he could build would be astronomical. Yeah, good lord. Last story I'll tell you, which is really funny. I went on my senior skip day. I went to a Chinese restaurant in Lavelle, Maryland. Okay, the two guys with me, I know both of them had weed on them. I can tell you straight up, both of them had weed on them. Me, I'm the guy that has shoulder length hair, goatee, and beard. I'm wearing a t-shirt, sweatpants, and flip flops with socks. I think because my feet weren't horrible at that time and I could pull that off. Okay? There's two kids come running up. Instantly come to me. They're like, "Hey, dude, got any drugs we could score?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, I don't do drugs." And they're like, "Really? Oh, wow, oh, wow, okay, wow." And like they sat and talked to us for like 10 to 15 minutes. And I just wanted to look at them and be like, these two guys do. These two guys do. I don't. These two guys do. Never asked him. Never asked the one had short hair, looked clean cut, never asked him. No, never asked him. Other dude, clean cut, short hair. Never asked him. Yep. Dude with long hair, goatee, dressed like a bum. Yeah. Totally asked that guy. So, yep. Good story. All right, guys and gals, I love your face. I will see you Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to try to play the headliners. I'll be on Twitch and YouTube. I'm going to, like I said, I'm trying to figure out algorithms. We're going to get this, and I'm going to figure it out. It's going to be fantastic. You can choose whichever platform you want to. Twitch still has ads constantly. So if you want to get away from ads, definitely do it here. Because I don't even know if I get to YouTube partner, we can have like members and stuff. I probably still won't even run ads. Because I can't stand ads. It's driving me nuts. So, all right, Richard, White Wolf, Jack, have a good night. Love your guys' faces. Peace. Have a good time. I don't even know how to end this shit. How do I end this thing? Hold on. Where is it at? Is it up here? All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.